Value Farm. Guys, we are back at the farm. It's a beautiful day. It's an amazing day. No, you can come. Jump. It's an amazing day. It is morning, as you can see. Everyone is busy. The animals are busy feeding. Everyone is busy making sure that at least the animals are fed on time. The cleaning process has already been done. I know you guys are now more familiar with the process and the routine of Value Farm. We do first clean our houses early in the morning, then of course feeding takes place. You can see the background. Goats are really busy. On this side, goats are really busy feeding as well. So there's no time to waste. And goats here main business when it's time for feeding. So we have already given them the supana here, and my colleague is still giving some of the goats on the other side, which are the males, the supana here, and these ones here have already finished eating the supana here and they're feeding on the shrub. Then of course later on we shall give them something else. So I just wanted to share with you guys this morning little bit, because here we mean business. And as a farmer, an aspiring farmer out there, 2025, please make this your business, and also make sure that at least you do everything on time. Make sure that the goats are fed on time. Time management is key, guys. Time management is key in goat farming and also animal husbandry. It may not be only goats, but also if you have pigs, you have poultry as well. Feeding time should be done on time. Yes, these goats here early in the morning are now used. They're now programmed to really eat at a certain time. So you must make sure that at least the workers, when they come here, that the goats at least feed. Because if you don't do that, this is going to depress the goats as well. Because if you take longer hours without giving them the feed, that's when they start even losing weight. So make sure that at least time is kept at your farm. For time management, doesn't only require only the feeding time. By the way, also cleaning. Make sure that at least you train your workers in your farm, that at least when they wake up like around 6 or 6:30, they have to do the necessary. Here at Value Farm, we have schedules for each one of the team that we are working with here. The beauty is we have different sections of the farm. We have for the goats, we have the sheep, we have the pigs. So everyone is aware and everyone knows exactly what time they're supposed to wake up and what they're supposed to do at a certain period of time. So here, as you can see, these goats here are already fed, and without feeding, they're not going to survive, guys. So make sure that they give them their feeds on time. They wake up early in the morning, they do the cleaning, they clean the compound, they clean under. So at around 6, now let me give you like a rough schedule of people on this particular section of the house. They wake up at 6:30, they make sure that they start cleaning the house, clean all the rooms, because remember, we have different rooms. Like this room here, this is empty. So this room has no goats at all. So when someone is going to clean the room where the goats are, behind there, they will definitely empty room, then they clean the other room, because most of the time it's only very early in the morning, we don't really take them outside, so they remain within the house. Because these are some of the questions most of you have been asking: how do you guys clean when the goats are in the house? So we have a section that is spare, whereby we take these goats as they are cleaning. So when the section is clean, that's when we put them back in that bigger area. Then of course when they leave this area, we are put them also cleaning after. So we make sure at least that the cleaning is done at least once a day. And also if maybe the goats have been in the house for so long, that's when we take them to the exercising yard. Then we sweep the houses, especially like on rainy seasons. So with rainy seasons, our exercising yard is very important as well, because that's why we take these goats outside, then we do the cleaning. After the cleaning, then we bring them back into the houses. You know, with cleaning, guys, it really makes your goats really healthy as well, because you don't want them to be in contact with their waste and also with the ammonia. The houses that most of the farmers out there build, and you really see that the goats are really in contact with the urine, with the waste, and that really causes them a lot of diseases and they die. So you don't want that. So make sure that this is clean on time, make sure that you train your workers as well, and also make sure that at least they also follow these procedures every day, because you may be able to bring something in place and most of them don't follow. It is a habit most workers have in different farms that we have visitors as well, that someone, maybe a farmer who is not on ground all the time, may bring them a procedure procedure to follow, but it's not followed at all. So at least you make sure that these procedures are put into place. The manager monitors each and everything that is being done as well. Then of course, it's still the situation at the farm right now. Because it's rainy season, guys. Rainy season is a critical time. I know you've watched the video when I was explaining to you how we take care of our goats, especially during rainy season. And I was telling you about the housing, how we planned this house very well, how we made sure that everything was put into place so that the goats can survive in such weather. So what we are actually doing, because when we come here, guys, when we came here, there were some issues that we were trying to discuss with the vet, who is a full-time vet here, and of course he was also addressing, was also letting us know some of the things that we need to implement as well at the farm that will be able to improve on the health, on the situation of our animals on the farm. And we realized there are some spaces at the house that are really open. So we have a little spaces whereby there's wind that really comes. And you know when it's rainy season, it becomes very, very cold. So there are spaces that were left in between there, but of course this really affects the goats so much. And of course with a lot of wind, a lot of cold, it can easily cause pneumonia. So he was suggesting, he was requesting us, can we just cover that situation, that space, so that at least the goats are kept safe and the goats are at least warmer in here. So we had to improvise. Of course we are going to fix. Next time when I come back here, you definitely see how we have improvised, how we have really fixed those spaces that are letting in a lot of air or a lot of wind into the house here. So we are going to fix that because we want everyone to be really comfortable. We want the goats to be safe. We want the goats to be healthy as well, so that at least they are in good conditions. Yes. So that is it really for this particular area. There's really nothing much. And also another thing I think I need to address, because most of you really ask this. When we put out these videos, you ask questions. One of the person was talking about security, and one of them was also talking about, you know, snakes and how we can be able to repel that. I think I should address it on this particular video about security. I know I mentioned a few things that we talked about security at the farm, and we also have other videos that we've actually discussed more about security, how we protect the farm in detail. But I can throw, you know, a few things here and there so that you can also get something to pick from. About security, our whole farm is fenced off, so the boundaries of the farm are all fenced off. We use the barbed wire and we also use the natural fencing. The natural fencing that we have in Uganda, most especially in this area that we are, we use the lukoni. It is just a natural plant that grows like, you know, trees along the boundary. So it's especially used for demarcating boundaries around this area. And most parts of the western Uganda, I think, also use the natural fencing. Then of course we also use our security cameras at the farm. We have in different parts of the farm that we have security cameras that really help us monitor everything that is happening at the farm. Then we also have security lights. Yes, we have security lights around the farm. In the houses where we are, we have lights like all over, so it's always bright around our houses. Then also at different points of the farm, we have our security lights. That really helps us. Even if someone is moving or if someone tries to access the farm, we can easily see. Due to the security lights that we are using at the farm, we are using solar. And solar, you know, it is because of the sun that it is powered. So that's what we are using here. It is more effective, it's cheap in the long run because we are not paying bills in electricity. So we are using solar, which is really working for us. And even other buildings at the farm, we are currently using solar. You could also leave in the comments below what you're using. Are you using electricity? Are you using a generator? Are you using solar as well, like it is at Value Farm? So that we can be able to know what really works best for most people. But for us here, solar has really worked for us so well, and I think it is something that any other farmer out there can also invest in if you've not yet had anything like solar to your farm, so that you can have it at the farm as well. Then another other security measure that we have, of course, we have the armed security that also monitor the farm. We have some that are the upper section of the farm, then we also have some at the lower section of the farm. So those ones at least help us, especially in the night and also during daytime, to patrol around and also see that the animals and the plants are safe, because you don't want to only safeguard the animals and you don't safeguard the feeds. The feeds is very important to our animals, because anyone can go and spray, you know, herbicides to your feeds, and when you feed this to the goats, they may die. So you need to be very vigilant about that as well. So that is also one security measure that you could also put at your farm, so that you protect your animals, you protect your workers. Then also the most important one, I think, about security is about the people themselves. The people who are working and staying at the farm are also security. They have to be alert. They have to be aware of what is actually happening at the farm. If they're not aware of what is happening and someone is just only focused on the animals and they're not vigilant to know that, okay, I've seen something like this here, and maybe report to the manager or report to the boss, then this is not going to work out for you. Anyone can access your farm and do anything at your farm. So security starts with you. Security starts with the workers who are in your farm. So those are some of the things, but still you could share with me as well in the comments what measures that you are putting into the farm, so that you can protect the farm animals, the feeds and everything that you have in your investments as well. Then another question, this is the last question I should address in this particular video. Someone was talking about repellents, like snakes. They have, I think, a problem with snakes, and I think they found a python in their farm, because they were like, oh, I found a python, but I don't know how to really repel these snakes. How do you guys repel snakes and rats, rodents in your farm? So with Value Farm, we have other natural ways that we also do it, and it has really helped us. We also planted like tobacco around different parts of the farm, so that we can be able to repel. That is a natural repellent for most snakes. So if you put them on the farm, if you plant your tobacco around the farm, it's going to be very helpful for you. Then there are also some repellents that people also spray. You can buy them like from Container Village. You spray around the farm, maybe the boundaries of the farm, that can easily help you. Unfortunately, I do not have the names of those repellents, but if you go to these feed shops or animal shops, livestock shops, they will definitely also share it with you. Then also someone was talking about having like sulfur. Then there's some oil that they also use. I don't know, I can't really remember the oil that they always put around the housing that also repels these rodents from coming to the house. So those are some of the natural things that we do. Then also we burn tires. There are some tires that we burn, like the used tires that we don't really use at the farm. We just burn them because that smoke really chases away the snakes from the farm. So it is very important. If you have them, you could easily just on one day or two in a month burn just tires around the farm, so that at least these snakes can be repelled, can be chased away from your farm. Then of course the oils that I was talking about, they have like strong scents, because someone was talking about it. It has strong scent that really is not good for the snakes and the rodents. So most of the time when they sniff in that strong scent of those oils, someone could remind me in the comments, because the scent is really very strong, so most of them do not like to inhale that scent. That's why they can be able to go away from your farm. So you need to also, do more research on such, because it is somewhere that I read about the repellents and what they actually use in their farms, and it's also very helpful. And this particular lady who talked about the repellents, some of those essential oils really help so much. So most of the snakes do not want to inhale those scents. So I think that is it, guys. I just wanted to share with you guys and also answer at least those two questions, so that you can learn from as well. And of course, if you have other questions, feel free, guys, leave your comments down below, leave your questions down below, so that we can learn from one another. This platform here is our safe space where we learn as farmers, because 2025 is right here, it's not far away. We are supposed to be learning and also making strategies for 2025, because we don't want to be left behind. I always put this in on social media media. Do not be left behind. You've been watching this video from January to December and there's nothing that you've really put, on ground. This is the time for you to make sure that at least this is the last month that you are just watching the videos, but also putting things into implementation. So at least watch and also do something. At least something very small. You don't have to really break the bank to start something, but at least do what you can. But I really appreciate you if you watch this video up to this point. Please go to our social media platform and also, get an inspiration from there. On Instagram, it is Value Farm UG, Facebook Value Farm, TikTok Value Farm. Go see behind the scenes, go and learn something, share with your friends. Don't be selfish, guys. Be a good person. 2025 is not going to be good to you if you're not good to others as well. So please share with your friends and family so that we can be able to be a bigger family. But we all appreciate you. Till next time, bye.